This video is powered by the pros at Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric. Arkansas owned, Arkansas operated. GoPascal.com.
Talking now with Neal Atkinson from Bet-Sarrazin on a big start to the weekend of college football and everything else going on across sports. Neal, how are you today?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Been one heck of a week. A lot's been going on. Little upgrades, wonderful stories in the sports world this week, and a lot of anticipation about this weekend's games.
One of the narratives going into last week is that it was just sort of a so-so week as far as games were concerned of interest in college football. It turned out you had some really, really good games. It's totally different this weekend. Does that get reflected in the handle for the weekend, specifically for college football? Are there more bets this weekend than you saw last weekend at this time, or is it just kind of about the same?
It really is about the same. Now, each weekend we have broken a record. You know, we broke a handle record the first college football Saturday, second college football Saturday, broke another handle record. And that's a single-day record that even surpassed the Super Bowl of last year. And, frankly, we expect it to be at that, if not above, again this week, because we're seeing a tremendous growth curve in sign-ups. So, naturally, you expect it to get bigger each and every week, and but it may be a little bit different this week because usually you have a little bit of a downturn after the hometown favorite loses, like what happened last weekend.
Yeah, you do have a lot of big games. One of the ones I'm interested in, Neal, is that Ole Miss Alabama game, and does the line change much with Saban because when he announced that Milroe was going to be the starting quarterback, because I guess that's 2 weeks, back-to-back weeks, they've started different quarterbacks.
Yeah, what is very, very interesting. This is something that I have not seen in a long time, and I'm going with the nationwide statistics because we have outliers, because we're in SEC country, but nationwide on the money line, 56% of the money on the money line is on Ole Miss at Alabama. That's something that you never see, or we're not accustomed to seeing very, very frequently. So, and if you go with the point spread, Ole Miss is 44% of the action versus Alabama 56%. But I thought that was really, really interesting. And of course, you're getting some positive odds if you're betting on Ole Miss too. You're getting plus 225. So people, think Alabama is vulnerable, and they're betting with their head on this one. It looks like.
I know the Arkansas game is always the most popular on Bet-Sarrazin because this is an app and a website that operates exclusively within the state of Arkansas. What is the second most popular game this weekend on Bet-Sarrazin?
Well, right now, every week it has been the second most popular game has been the Colorado right now this season. This week, the Alabama game is starting to take a little bit more center stage. Right now, here's something that I think is very, very interesting. On the money line, this is kind of flooring me a little bit. 50% Arkansas, 50% LSU. And on the point spread, people are taking 60% on Arkansas versus 40% on LSU. So that's the way the public is betting it. So, but this week, the Alabama-Ole Miss, I think a lot of that is people love to bet against Alabama unless you're in the state of Alabama or an Auburn fan.
Neal, Champions League started on Tuesday. You had a Europa League yesterday. How's the soccer betting world going?
Well, soccer's going really, really good, and I don't know if you saw, but I actually woke up last Saturday morning all pumped up for the action on college football Saturday, and about 10 or 11 o'clock, I get a little ping. Somebody just hit a 14-team soccer parlay for they bet $5 and they won over $116,000, and it was a female bettor. So I woke up to that. I'm like, well, today is already interesting. But yeah, I looked at the ticket, and what was amazing about the ticket is that in soccer is three-way action, and what American bettors forget about that tie. They don't bet the tie. Well, in 14 legs, there were no ties selected, and of those 14 games, there were no ties, and they were all competitive games. For a payout that high, she bet a lot of competitive games could have gone either way, And it was great seeing a $5 ticket return that amount of money, and it was fun to see it on a sport other than our core American sports.
That's one of the biggest returns on an investment that I've ever seen before, Neal. I mean, that's got to stand out even in your lengthy career.
Oh yeah, it did hurt, but it was funny. Last weekend, college football was not a good day for the bettors. I mean, there was a lot of crazy stuff that happened. You look at what happened to Tennessee; they were a favorite. Of course, people are going to bet on Arkansas, and then you had a couple of other games that go that way. Sunday flipped the script totally on us. We lost, the players did very, very well on Sunday. We lost some money, and then Monday Night Football wasn't all that great for us either. So, they kind of flipped the script. The weekend started kind of bad for the bettors, but they equaled the playing field by the time Monday Night Football was over with.
Which kind of football do the bettors normally do better in or are more successful in? Is it college or NFL?
The NFL is more competitive. You don't have 20-point spreads all the time. There's a few in the NFL. The NFL, we have the old moniker, any given Sunday. The NFL is tougher in the long haul than it is with college because we have official data sources and a lot of data that's out there with NFL, and people really, really gear on that. And you're dealing with professional athletes that have been playing, they've been recruited, they're in a system. It's a different level of play. So the NFL typically is lower margin than the college game because the college game, just frankly, with the college kids and the transfer portals and you're dealing with 18, 19, 20-year-old kids, there's a little bit more volatility in college football. So we tend to do a little bit better there.
Neal, on to another gladiator sport. Is UFC. You got an Arkansan in UFC this weekend?
Absolutely. You got Bryce Mitchell in UFC this weekend, and we put some specials around them, and there's a lot of interest in it because we were missing some of the markets that some of the other operators had, and we like to pride ourselves on having the most content. So when one of our guys caught us out on that, we got to work and level the playing field there. And we put some Bryce Mitchell, he goes by Thug Nasty, specials out, and that's Arkansas born and bred. And of course, we got to have Arkansas content for our Arkansas sports bettors.
Let's see here. Are we able to buy and sell bets yet at Bet Saracen? Has this been released yet?
Yes, it has. It has been released in a beta mode. So this will not be available on your app right now. But if you do log into the Bet Saracen website from your desktop PC over the internet, still cannot be a tablet. It has to be a PC and a full web version. You will see the Bet Swap beta. And when you do have to be logged in to be able to see the bets that people are listed for sale on the marketplace. Of course, you have to be logged in if you want to sell one of your bets. It's very, very simple, very, very intuitive. You just click on the Bet Swap, and if you look at your bet slips, there's an icon there where if you want to sell that bet, you just click on it. You name the price of it. We will suggest what the market price should be based on current odds, but of course you can set the price that you want to on it listed. And even though we haven't talked about it because it's kind of in the beta thing, we already are having people buy and sell some bets on it. And I ran some numbers. Only 2.5% of our transactions are done on a PC. All of the rest of it's on mobile, but we wanted to put out the beta version just to test it, make sure everything was working correctly, and we're really, really happy on how it's operating the first 2 days that we've turned it on.
Neal, how's the Colorado fever? Is it still going strong?
It is absolutely still going strong, and let me look at the. It's funny. I mean, who talked about Colorado last year? What did they win? One game last year, if I'm not mistaken.
1-11.
So, yeah, 1-11, and here they are, 3-0, and everybody's talking about it. It's a great story in college football. I know people have opinions on maybe Deion's style, but you can't. What he accomplished there at Jackson State and what he's accomplished in there is You know, that transfer portal, it has changed college football. And I'm looking at the point spread. 67% of the world is betting on the Colorado Buffaloes against the Oregon Ducks. And let me tell you this is crazy. They are a 20-point favorite. Right now, people are taking the money line. 85% of the money line bets on this game are on the Colorado Buffaloes, a 20-point favorite. And that's just amazing. So
you can't have ever seen anything like that before, right? That's unique.
I really have not seen anything like that that I can recall. But that could change. You know, that could change on Saturday right before the game. But yeah, that is something unusual, and there's a lot of hype around that.
One of my favorite things to ask are the new sports that you're able to put on Bet Saracen. Because I know table tennis is really, really popular overnight. So what are the new sports that bettors can have a little fun with?
Yeah, let me pull those up. I was at the Gaming Commission yesterday, and what we do is we are periodically reviewing what sports are approved in other jurisdictions. And even though these sports are not going to be the most bet in sports, there is a demand for them. So we want to always offer all of that, because if we don't offer it, the only place that people can go is maybe the black market, and we don't want people going to there because it's not fair, it's not transparent. You don't have a dispute mechanism. But some of these sports are kind of outliers. Like one of them is action sports, but that's like the street league skateboarding, paintball, and world chase tag. We've got badminton, beach soccer, beach volleyball, biathlon, that's the non-Olympic ones. We've even tried to get chess on there. The Gaelic games, which include the Gaelic football, handball, netball, things of that nature are a lot of the things that we're doing. There's not a huge demand, but who knows if we're going to ever be in a situation where we have a disruption in sports, those outlying sports, and we always want to have content. And if you're going to be going to your sports betting site, you want your sports betting site to have everything that's out there in the marketplace. And that's all we're trying to do is give you the menu that the players ask for and not give you a reason to go anywhere else.
Well, you're definitely giving them what they asked for, Neal, because you guys are dominating across the Arkansas market. Always appreciate these conversations. Thank you so much, and have a great weekend.
All right, everybody, bet with your head and not over it. Sports betting has got to be fun and entertaining, and have fun with it. Download BetSaracen.com. Check us out, and hopefully, if you make any bets this weekend, hopefully the ball bounces in your direction.
BetOnline is your #1 source for all your betting needs. Get the latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use our promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online, where the game starts.